This is 2019 golf course improvement for the Nursery Golf and Country Club. Now, at the beginning of the year, we had our very first orientation for the golf course staff of the Nursery Golf and Country Club. We went over all of the equipment, showed everyone what each piece of equipment does on the golf course. We showed them how to take care of each piece of equipment for maintaining oil levels, greasing equipment, and type of fuel for each piece of equipment. We also showed them what to watch for when operating equipment, like for example hydraulic leaks and flat tires. We went over our employee handbook on a slideshow, watched videos on everyday stuff that gets done on a golf course. Then there was our videos on golf course improvements, and this is where the video begins for the 2019 golf course improvements. One thing we improved this year is our employee locker room by replacing the broken hooks for hanging coats and hats. We also added more hooks as well so people could hang more coats and jackets in their locker room. We also added name tags for each stall with everyone's name in their spot, giving them their very own area to keep their gear, keeping the locker room area organized. Now our next improvement that we came up with for the golf course is from course setup. We figured out we needed to improve the garbage cans. The garbage cans would always blow away in the storms, and the garbage would blow out, making the golf course a mess. The garbage cans were also starting to fade away and were not looking 100%. That's what got us to the idea of building something for the old garbage cans to go into for throwing away garbage. We wanted it to be built strong and heavy enough so it would not blow away any garbage, and that would look nice on the golf course. We used a lot of scrap wood from the bridges on the golf course and from the campground caretaker house to build these garbage cans. We only mainly had to spend money on the paint and the wood for the lids on the top of the cans. When it came to building the cans, they were all built and designed by the grounds crew. Everyone had a part in building the new garbage cans. Another thing we noticed is that we didn't have separate cans for recycling as well, making our employees having to separate the cans from the garbage taking much longer than it would if we had separate cans for recycling. And that's when we decided that we needed separate cans for recycling. During cleanup around the shop and the equipment area, we found old cans that used to be used for garbage cans on the golf course. It was then decided to use them for recycling cans. We decided to paint them all blue to symbolize recycling cans. This idea was from our employee Warren. Another improvement we did was get rid of 3 locations for garbage cans and recycling cans from each 9 on the golf course to help speed up course setup by having employees go to lesser areas to pick up cans and garbage. Next improvement was our hole signs. The hole signs on the golf course were crooked, not sitting in straight in the ground. Some signs needed to be relocated to make it easier for the golfers to find, and the paint was faded off the signs' frames as well, needing a new coat of paint. So we then augered in new holes for the signs, then placed them in and did our best to put them in straight. We relocated the sign for hole 4, putting it on the other side of the cart path so that when you drove up to the hole on your golf cart you wouldn't see the back of the sign. This way now when you drive up to the tee, you can see the front of the sign while sitting on your golf cart, making it easier to find the hole and to figure out what club you need for that hole. This got done to 16 and 17 as well to make it easier to find the signs. We extended the cart path for 17 as well to make it even better to find the hole sign. We even rebuilt some of the hole signs frames that were starting to rot away and were not straight as they once were in the past. Once they were all put in straight, they were all painted brown. it was decided to paint them brown because we thought it would be easier to find compared to the older color. Because green on green with green grass in the background makes it harder to find. And we also wanted it to be different colors so that the members would notice the changes done to the signs on the golf course. It was successful. The golfers and the members seemed to love these improvements with the hole signs and the new garbage cans. Just when you thought we were done with this improvement, we decided to put wood chips around our hole signs and our garbage cans and our benches. So this way we wouldn't have to weed whack around them anymore, saving us labor. With all these improvements that were done, brought our golf course up to the next level. I would also like to point out that everyone in the grounds crew had a part in making these projects happen, whether they were helping build the projects or were simply cutting grass. Because there is always someone that has to take the slack to get the other stuff on the course done to make these projects happen. That's why I leave this video with, there is no job too big or small. Thanks everyone.
At the end of the night, by the light of the day, let's raise our glass to the sky. A bottle a day keeps the doctor away. Let's raise our glass, drink your problems away. Seat at the Cracker Barrel. Your day's been quite hard, your life's torn apart, but now it's time to let it all hang out. At the end of the night, by the light of the day, let's raise our glass to the sky. A bottle a day keeps the doctor away. Let's raise our glass, take your problems away. Let's make a stand, let's go all the way. Let's paint the town red, change the world for one night. We're just a smart part in a game with bad cards. It's all in your hands, so let's go out and play. Come on, my friends, I could walk on the one side. The dead are all sleeping, but we're still alive. To burn it all down, to leave with the crown. The city lies sleeping as we walk away. At the end of the night, by the light of the day, let's raise our glass to the sky. A bottle a day keeps the doctor away. Let's raise our glass, take your problems away. Care, cause we're losing day by day. We don't care, cause we're the lost ones anyway. I know that these times are hard times can tear your life apart. Just keep moving, don't run away.